The End of Heaven, Disaster and Suffering in a Scientific Age. Written by Sidney Dekker. Narrated by Sidney Dekker. Preface. I want to tell you a story. Over the past 2 decades, I have been professionally active on the back end of accidents and disasters. My role varied with need. I was embedded in investigation teams, a supporter of second victims, an advisor to management groups and boards of directors, a witness in courts of law. In all of those places, I've seen my share of suffering and grief and loss. These were, in a sense, my laboratories of pain and chaos. Places where struggles to restore a sense of order and fairness in the wake of disaster were on full display. I was hardly ever there, by the way, as a detached, dispassionate, objective scientist. I was there, all of me. I cried with a nurse convicted of a felony over a young patient's death. I lost my temper with a new manager who was about to reinstate the very things that helped put his organization 2 airplanes fatally together a few years earlier. I shared tears across an ocean with the aunt of a fighter pilot who was presumed dead, vanished, and who was officially accused of losing situation awareness. I sat down for months, alternating between despair and fighting spirit, with 3 airline pilots under house arrest after a crash that killed over 80 people. And I was by the side of more. Some have drifted out of view. Others are dead, jobless, or in jail. One was murdered. I've written separately about them in another book, Second Victim. In this book, I explore a tiny corner of the bigger questions that these encounters generated. These are questions that my research and professional experience have long been bumping up against. Questions of pain, of suffering, of loss and grief. These are questions that are as old as humanity itself. This book is part of a particular genre in the safety literature. In that genre, people speak of their lived experience of a disaster, of getting caught up in the wash of a tragic event. As they offer their reflections, authenticity is never in doubt. These people have lived out the full consequences of their own arguments.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?